So let's make a new document. And then let's take a look at how shapes work in Illustrator and how the formula works. So what I'd like to do is just draw a shape, and let's pick some interesting colors. Okay, I'm going to increase the stroke size a little bit here so we can see. And I think I'll swap these colors. Okay, so if I draw a shape now in Illustrator, here's our shape. And let's talk about what we're seeing here. So first of all, you see some green lines, and these are smart guides. They're very, very helpful and very useful. But if you don't like them, you can turn them off. I find them helpful. Now, if we look at this circle that we've drawn here, you're going to notice that, first of all, the inside of it, or the fill part of it, is pink, this part here. And then you'll notice on the outside, we've got a couple of different things going on. So first of all, the color that's applied to the outside of the circle, and the outside of the circle is called the stroke, that color is yellow. If you look inside of the yellow, though, you'll see that there's a blue line, and this blue line is called the path. And on the path, we have these anchor points. So see, when I put my cursor there, the smart guides even tell me that it's an anchor point. And then in between the anchor points, we have a path. Now, the blue line is what contains the formula. So if you got scared about having to know math, there's no math. It's automatically just written and contained inside this blue line. And so the path can change in between each one of these anchor points. And the anchor points are going to let us control how those paths are formed. So the path always has to be there. I could come in and choose to have no color for the stroke, and I can choose no color for the fill, and notice the path with the formula is always going to be there. And also another thing about that is if we look over here in the layers palette, which we'll talk about a lot more later, but just for now, every time you draw a path, that path is stored underneath the layer as a subpath. So you can see here that it's called a path. And notice in here, the little dot is blue, and the little icon right here is blue, and that is all related to the color of the path that we have. So the path is for the formula. It could have a color applied. It doesn't have to have a color applied. It's up to you if you need it for your drawing or not. And you don't also always have to have a whole shape, but I wanted to show you that Illustrator is based on shapes, and this is how a shape works.